Right, as we've got a semi-workable workshop now, I've brought most of the tools in. I need to get on and build 2 or 3 presents before Christmas, which is 3 days away. So the first build is going to be a little firewood log store. It's only a smallish one, and it needs to fit a certain spot on the doorstep. All I've got is a photograph of the doorstep from last time we happened to be up there. Kind of counted the bricks in and how many courses it is, so I think I've worked out the dimensions it needs to be. So we need to get on and see if we can build it. I've gone for treated timber, and then most of it has got a planed face or a smoothish face. So I can sand it down a bit and give it a nice coat of something so it'll match in with the woodwork of their house, which is a darker stained dark brown. And it's along these lines, so basically a kind of open fronted, standard thing, open fronted, maybe a shelf at the top for kindling. Alright, almost there. Certainly a router table would have been quicker, or even a smaller chisel. If I could find any of those things, I'd use them. And that's just about right for our rails to sit into. Now, I'd probably make it a little bit looser if this was any other timber, but I know that this is going to shrink pretty quickly in the next few weeks, even if it's outside, because it's pressure treated so recently. So I've gone for a snug fit, that's fine. Alright, move your spacer along. Not too much. So. Yeah. Okay.
You do too much, Daddy. I know you.
It's just covered in glue. That's gonna go
there.
Should be alright. Eden and I came out yesterday and did the slats. They're all in the grooves now. We did glue them in, but they're really friction fitted as well, glued. And then what I've done is just shot in little 3 brad nails in each. They're little galvanised brads, and that'll just hold everything solid. And it's probably deep enough for 2 logs in depth, so we should be able to pack quite a bit in there. One thing to mention is if you were making this to sit outside where it's quite exposed, then you wouldn't want these gaps anywhere near as wide because the rain will drive in there. Or even better, maybe do it like a louvered sort of style. This is going under a porch, so it's fine, and the more air the better. At the moment the log's just stacked there anyway, just on the ground. Right, I'm just going to start screwing the rest of the pieces together. They'll be pretty hidden, the screws anyway, but rather than trying to mess around with any joinery, you know, it's time's pressing on, and there's not long to go before Christmas. So the bottom's done. Still not decided whether I want the roof to pitch towards the front or the back. I think the front always looks better when it slopes towards you, but you do lose storage space, like I said. Might even be able to make it so we can decide once it's built. Right, it's now got to the point where it's either Christmas lunch or finishing this, because I haven't got a time to do both. So I'm going to leave it here, at least it's big enough and together enough to reveal on Christmas Day, and I'll leave it here in the workshop. We're going to be dropping it up in the van anyway, so it's not like they're going to be taking it away with them. So I'll finish it off, it'll take me an hour or so just to finish off, just trim along the front, along the sides, and some slats on the back. The one thing that kind of makes this a little bit more complex than the first one we did for ourselves years ago, when we nailed them on the side or screwed them on the side, is just cutting that groove in there, and that's made it a lot more, I don't know, a bit more interesting, but also a lot stronger, having them kind of rebaited in here. But it's fairly straightforward, and all it's got to do is store logs. So there we go. I know it's simple, I know it's not glamorous, and I know it's actually not finished, but it feels great to have a project under our belt and have the workshop up and running again. I'm ready to get on to build more stuff. So a huge thank you to my little sidekick Eden. If you want to give us a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. You can share the video and make sure you subscribe for more DIY and woodworking projects coming up shortly. That's it. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time.